Right. Oh, good. I'm excited to play him with this. Alright, so we need Ruby Shard and like 4 looks here. Hit it. Check it. See. That's the red counterspell, right? It's insane. Actually just insane. So I think I'm actually just gonna Crackling Wit here and get this going. I kind of like going Laniupa's Sight. I guess his deck's light on removal. Maybe this line's wrong because his deck's light on removal. Yeah, I probably should have just gone Ancient into Sight. I was gonna go Sight into Ancient, but I might be wrong. Yeah, I think I was supposed to go Ancient into Sight there. Gonna go ahead and block here so he doesn't get a Rhino. So I'm gonna play the Starcaller Ancient out. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Thunderfield Seer, which draws that, which gets copied. Probably gonna kill this in response, I assume. Sure. But it split a Crackling Bolt, which is nice. So this turn we can Chump Block the Runeer, and then on our turn we can Crackling Bolt this, and Zygomots game away the Runeer Hierophant, and then make a Bambly Bot and Combat Training it. So kill this, draw a card. Ooh, piece of candy. Play Zygomots game, play this, draw a card, activate this. Do I want a Combat Training or Rage Fire? I kind of just want to get my Rage Fires going. It's like blast you, draw a card. Main deck Carnosaur, sure. Won the coin flip and got his Runeer Hierophant back. I'm gonna start by doing this, see what we get. Let's play Arcane Focus. I'll take a burn for now. Play Shard of Innovation. Get a Threshold. Activate this. Go Combat Training on it. Might be able to just race him down here if he doesn't have another removal for this. Get our Combat Training back. Even if he has another Carnosaur, we get to burn it in response to the trigger. You have a Runeer, that's cute. So I'm just going to burn his Dome at end step here, especially since we have another one. And then on my turn, we're going to Shard, Bolt, Wit, Combat Training one of my guys. Let's lead on Wit so we get the most information. Play this. Crackling Bolt your Dome. Put this. Combat Training this. I think I'm winning this race. Yeah, he's going to 10 here. Hey, Nero. We're a little flooded. Sure. So he cracks us for 5 here. We go to 17. Then we've got him dead in 2. So that seems fine. His kills can't kill these. Extinctions kills his board. Yeah, you got it, Extinction nerd. Get out of here. Okay. Let's just play this. Pass the turn. The old deal 2, gain 2. Sure. I'm going to burn this guy out because it is life drain, so we need to get it off the table. Holding this Rage Fire because we have to have played an action in order to activate our champion ability. So next turn we'll go Shard, Rage Fire your face. Double combat training, sign me up. I don't think he can interact with this Bumblebot at instant speed, so we're going to play this and then just double combat training this Dork up. Because this actually puts him dead next turn. Exactly, because this puts him to 5 and puts the combat trainings back in our hand. So he's dead to Rage Fire now. He needs Extinction. Yep. The old trade your Extinction for my champion activation. Might as well play these out. He knows my hand is double combat training. Alright, hopefully he's unlucky here. Midnight Paladin's the one he wants back, which he didn't get. He also did not get Runear Hierophant. He got the weaker Runear Hierophant, which is still good. Now we can no longer keep bricking and win. Need to hit like a Laniopause or something. Continue bricking and die. So we're taking 3 down to 12, and then we're getting hit for another sure. So we're just dead on board. Good beats. This puts us to 11 and puts a Rhino into play, so there'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's exactly lethal. Rage Fire dealer one time. Alright, that blocks. Dead to kill. Dead to kill. Just every time. Alright, well. Good beats. Burn doesn't seem particularly good in this matchup. Crackling Bolt doesn't seem particularly good. Wit's probably worse though. I'd rather just like be able to 3 him. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring in Oracle Songs and Flickering Gobblers. Hey, Dino. Long time no chat. I guess it's also been a while since I've streamed, so. The week's off. We're not going to have full weeks off anymore, which is good. Well, this hand's fine. Hopefully we will either A, not flood out, or B, not get hit 3 different ways. Yeah. Yeah, he just hit like 3 different ways, right? Like he hit on the random, and then he hit on the, and then he hit on his draw step 2 turns in a row. We have a good start here at least. If he doesn't have kill next turn for Starcaller Ancient, he's going to be behind in a pretty big way. Alright, well, dead? How dead are you? Pretty dead? That's pretty good. Well, let's play this. And let's play this. I don't want to take Prophesized cards with the Arcane Focus. It doesn't count as drawing them. Okay, grab that. So these don't make temporary resources, but they do draw cards. We have a lot of them. Discard the Shard since we have 3 that draw cards. Even if he goes Blood Extinctionist here, we don't care. When Magic Online becomes a usable piece of software, we'll consider streaming it again. Hex is also great. Would highly recommend it if you haven't tried it. It's the best of the purely digital TCGs that I've played for sure. Much like Magic Online, MTGObot is also dead. So we get to draw a card when we play this. And I'm just going to go ahead and go Seer into Sight here. Rawr. Didn't have Extinction last turn, probably doesn't have Extinction this turn. Could have just a second piece of spot removal for this one. It's possible I'm supposed to go Seer into Oracle Song there. Yeah, because that way I could have possibly doubled up this Seer. But I've got so many card draws here. We're going to have to brick a lot in order to lose this game. Play this Thunderfield Elder out. Play a Shard. Crackling Bolt the Stork? Yeah, I'm just gonna Crackling Bolt the Stork. Crunch. So this Ziggumats game draws a card. We got these 2 that draw cards. We've got at least 4 draws in the bank. Plus this Arcane Focus to look for stuff. This has something that's going to get copied coming up. So hopefully it's a Rage Fire. I just like always want it to be Rage Fire. The old double Runir Hierophant turn. Alright, well let's just play this Ziggumats game until something he has. Alright, killed it right away. First try. I'm gonna attack with. I should have attacked with Bumblebot too there. Wow, takes the trade. Okay, interesting. When we play this lineup, watch like copy it. So we've got 6 draws in the bank now. I'm gonna play this Thunderfield Elder. Just got so many draws. Ooh, a piece of candy. Just casual draw 3 cards, Rage Fire. They asked you to put in an account name when you checked out, and they'll send the cards via the in-game mail to checkout. Rage Fire, draw 3. Oh look, more Rage Fire. I like when Rage Fire begots Rage Fire. This Rage Fire does 4. This Flickering Gobbler comes into play. Make a Bamblebot. Crunch with the squad. These clunky mid-range decks are so bad against this deck. I guess I technically could have played the Arcane Focus there. It really doesn't matter. It's like a build our own adventure book for how we want to kill our opponent. I love this deck when it gets going. You get to do whatever you want. You got another Midnight Paladin. That's the one card that can keep him in the game, possibly. Sure. I said maybe, so hopefully it can't actually still keep him in the game. Alright, let's start by playing Sapphire Shard out here, see what we get. Crackling Bolt is Dork. Play Flickering Gobbler. Play Thunderfield Elder, draw some cards. Play Thunderfield Seer, draw. And Gobbler basically has him dead through Extinction too as well. So I've got two. I don't love Gobbler. I don't like to start Gobbler in the main deck of this, but in the board for the Extinction matchups is pretty reasonable. Cluck it on, sure man. Kill my 1-drop, gain some life. He's basically just treading water at this point. Ooh, a piece of candy. This Ragefire copies itself. I think it just kills him, right? Yeah, it does 6 and then 8. Dead. Dead. Dead, 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 dead. Yep, I think we're just going to go ahead and save. And it's great. Let's always have Starcaller Ancient on too. Why not? This hand's a little bit soft for Runeer into removal. Although I guess we've got a Bambly bot to block for a turn, and then hopefully we can just like draw a mess of cards. So Runeer on 3 as always, sure. Block. Again, if he doesn't have kill here, we'll be quite a bit ahead, even with the silly Runeer Hierophant on the table. I'm gonna offer this trade. Okay, I assume that means he has a kill. Okay, he thought about it. He thought about that trade. And so he thinks he can beat me splitting my thing next turn. Okay. I guess he could have the... Hopefully there's a shard on top of our deck. So I can go shard into Thunderfield Elder. We're getting choked on cards. Yeah, man, pick your favorite. Probably taking one of these two. Banks matchup. Like the Diamond Wild Banks deck, I'm assuming you're saying? There's a few different Banks decks right now. Might have a hard time racing this dork now, especially if he has a second one. I think I'm obligated to throw my Ancient away here. Otherwise, it's just gonna like spiral with the rhinos and stuff. Yeah, Ragefire down. jump here. No, we're not playing Vex Storm. Yeah, okay. We're gonna have so many cards in our hand when we die. Ugh. I think I'm just supposed to play this on here and hope he doesn't have another troop so I can trade with the, so I can trade with the Runir Hierophant if he doesn't. This is not. This is a ranked match. I don't stream the Lixil tournament. Yep. So we have so many cards in our hand that we need to just not die to this card. That's fine. It's smaller. Fury chance a good hit. It pressures our life total. Definitely playing this, so let's lead on it. Might as well play this Ruby Shard, draw 2 cards. Huh, when you play this, copy it. Alright, well, that takes some pressure off the table. So let's go ahead and Rage Fire. We want the first one to copy this, target this, and the copy to hit his 2-1. So the first one kills the 2-1. This will do 4 and kill the Cluckadon. We can pass the turn here. If he has removal, we could be in a little bit of trouble. You're a brat, toddler. Please don't grab Dad's headset cord. Everything's a game when you're 2, huh? Oh, he hit the chant that taps my guy. Oh, thank God. Okay, well, I don't think he can attack in here reasonably. Yeah, you're a brat no matter how you cut it. You're a brat no matter how I cut it. That does 6. It's not one of the copy ones, but you know, not going to complain about drawing that, that's for sure. Let's play another one of these. Let's play this. Let's play this. Grab a resource. Oh, wait. Not attacking. Post-combat Bumblebot of Shame. It's my favorite kind of Bumblebot, the post-combat Bumblebot of Shame. Alright, we've almost stabilized the board here. We've got an action coming up that's super sweet. Yeah. Yeah, I know you're ticklish, toddler. You try and pull my headphone cord, I'm gonna tickle you. And this draws a card, doesn't it? Yep. Alright, well let's put the Thunderfield Seer into play. So this Elder and both of these Seers are on the same card right now, so hopefully it's going to be a real good card. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and play this Landing Pod Slide out now, so... I'll go ahead. Running Midnight Paladins is a way we could lose this game. We don't have a way to gain life in our deck. So hopefully he doesn't see running Midnight Paladins. Alright, Sapphire Shard, draw 2 cards. Hopefully we gotta find a sweet action here soon. Woo! It is the Rage Fire that was foretold in myth and legend. For he was very, very angry, this Rage Fire. The Rage Fire spit forth. And I'm actually gonna cast this Rage Fire before I cast this one, because I want maximum Rage Fires in my deck when we draw cards here. Crackle his bolts, kill him dead. Alright, well, this is the part of the stream where if you haven't watched before, if you watched before, you've heard it. This is my, I'm playing Hex on an unsupported platform. I'm using the Windows version of Hex on Linux under Wine, so occasionally Wine vomits on itself and Hex crashes. So that's not Hex fault, that's Linux fault. Ragefire burned the computer down. That Ragefire did 8. It did 18. It was an 18 damage Ragefire that drew 6 cards. Yeah, we worked hard to prophesize that. Well, remember, it copied itself too, Maddie. So it did, the copy did 8, and then the next one did 10. So it did 18 total. It's pretty rare, 32-beat. The application itself runs great. Every once in a while, it randomly seg faults on me. And actually, I think it might have to do with the NVIDIA graphics drivers. I've never had it crash on my Intel systems. Do we hit Light Reaper again? I really wish their pairings algorithm, when there aren't a ton of people on, does leave a little bit to be desired. I'm gonna keep this hand. Gets to play all that stuff out. The illusion of choice. Are you top 64 yet, Matthew? It's a good draw. Something to play. Get a Ruby here in case we draw Ragefire next turn that we want to deploy. I'd rather get down paired than play the same person over and over again, honestly. I'm leaving this in play to chump block a Runir Hierophant in case he has one here. Oh, you know what? I'm dumb. I have Zygamot's game. I 100% should have 100% should have blocked because I have Zygamot's game and would have gotten to, yeah. Yeah, you see me saw what I did with the delay there real quick, yep. I haven't been playing with this card, okay? I haven't been playing with this card. That's my defense. I'm sticking to it. Alright, we'll have a coin flip to kill this next turn. Hopefully we'll just draw Ragefire here. And it's copy draw card Ragefire. So original targets him, copy targets this. Everything worked out as planned. That's exactly how we drew it up. Hey, illusions. Pew pew, pew pew pew. Never didn't have it. Oh no, we're gonna flood and die. It's unfortunate. I think I'm supposed to leave this back to threaten a block. So what? The next Rage Fire is going to deal 14, so we have lethal Rage Fires to draw. He won the coin flip to get his other Runeer back. So I'm assuming that means he's shipping here, and I'm trading. Yeah, I just have to take this trade, unfortunately. You know, it's very possible I should have hit him with that, and then combat training this other one. Oh, when it rains, it pours. Attack with this because we're going to use the chump block the other Runeer. We do have 2 Rage Fires in our deck that each deal 14 right now, so we could just, like, draw one of those and kill him at some point here. Just like that. Just like that. It doesn't matter that we didn't draw a lot of spells because the ones that we drew were real good. So Rage Fire puts itself back into your deck after it resolves. So those 2 that copied themselves went back into our deck, and then we redrew one. Speaking of which, all right, so the Oracle songs were actually a little bit clunky. I think I'm going to bring in the Flickering Gobblers for sure. The Burns didn't seem great. I think I'm going to leave the Crackling Wits in and just not bring in the Oracle songs. Because the Crackling Wits, like having extra Bumblebots to chump block his Runeer Hierophant seems perfectly fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and save. Sure, there might be a good 5-drop. I'm open to 5 and 6 drops that are great. Look, we were getting unlucky before we got really lucky. We're gonna replace this hand. Just can't play our cards. We gotta go again. Yeah, we're gonna go again. I think that's a keep at 5, maybe, maybe not. Oh, this is a card that can unmulligan us. If we hit a Ruby Shard next turn, we get to Crackling Bolt his Dome and then Bambly Bot him, and we're actually in a pretty good spot then. So if we hit Ruby Shard, we get to add pressure to the table and then Lanopaw Sight the following turn to unmulligan. Nope, not anymore. So long, Lanopaw Sight, my old friend. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Boo-da-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, well, we hit. Now we just want to draw Lanopaw Sight. Let's just draw Crackling Wit and just wish it was Oracle Song. Yeah, I'll put Oracle Song in on the play if we get a 3rd game. Okay, that's a chump blocker. I think I'm supposed to hold this back, and the reason why is if he doesn't have another troop, we can threaten a double block, and if he has a kill, I want to chump with the Bumblebot. Yep, and he did have the Cottontail here to pump his guy, but I am just going to chump with the Thunderfield Seer here. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we're looking for like Zygamot's game here, so we can Rage Fire the Carnosaur and then win the coin flip to kill the Runeer Hierophant. Alright, well, can we just straight race him here? Maybe? If he doesn't have a kill? So we play this. I think we're losing this race by a lot. So he's going to 18 here. Next turn, we Crackling Bolt, Flickering Gobbler, Bambly Bot. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to 15 here. Am I dead on board? I'm not dead on board. We're at 14. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 13 power he has here on board. So I think I'm supposed to kill the rhino. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to kill the rhino. And if he's got kill, we'll just pack. I guess I could have blocked with the Bambly bot too. Yeah, I guess I'm blocking with the Bambly bot. If he has, sure. Yeah, it still has Gale Force in his deck. Wow, it's a blow up. Jeez, that makes me not want Gobbler in my deck. Never want to have that happen to me. That's fine. Any removal spell there, and we were probably just out of it. Yep, hand's great. Great. It's a Ruby Shard away from being amazing. It is any shard away from being very good. Correct. That's exactly why we are not streaming the Lexel. Downtime, downtime, downtime. Ruby Shard, Ruby Shard, Ruby Shard. Now we just want to hit a shard that makes a temporary resource next turn, so we can jam this Elder. And drew 2 off of that. That's pretty good. Especially after Withering Touch on 1. Ship. See if he trades here or not. No, I am home the weekend of the Cosmic Crown Showdown, so my goal is to battle in it. My desire is to do battle. So I am 50 something right now. I'm planning to, so next week I'm planning to spend most of Tuesday and Wednesday streaming Hex. If he does not have a kill here, we're going to be in a great spot. Clucking on, that's fine. So if we hit the action that both of these prophesized onto, I don't think we can lose this game. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna chump. I could double block. Man. We're gonna go for the big play here. Please hit the action that these guys prophesized onto. Skill game. Skill game. Skill game. Skill game. Bum ba dum bum bum bum. You could say everything turned out better than expected. You could say yeah, Avatar of Greed fitting. Correct. It says right in the corner what we were going to do. What was the line we were going to take? The greediest possible line that involved drawing the most cards. That's the correct line. Which line lets me draw the most text cards? We'll do that one. Skip. You've seen worse for me, right? Watch this stream long enough, you'll see plenty of greedy things. So I don't want to take this Rage Fire because I want to draw it so that way it gets doubled. Wonder if he has Gale Force here. If he has Gale Force, you probably pull the trigger on it here. Yeah. That was horrible sequencing on my part. I gave him the opportunity to kill my thing with minimal cost to him. I should have made the Bambly bot post combat. That way he had to choose which one I was. Yeah. It's also possible I'm being too aggressive with these attacks. Yeah, now he's got this guy too. I'm gonna play this out. I'm gonna play the Sapphire Shard in case we draw this action, which we did not. I'm gonna play another one of these out. Hopefully he doesn't go double action and tap both of these. This exhausts and they don't already. He exhausted the same thing again. So if he ships with all of these, I'm going block, eat. He's probably just attacking with these two, and I'm going block. Hopefully he doesn't have a 2-cost chant. Karn's really good. That's unfortunate. That was one of my ways to really bury him here. We have a lot of prophecies coming up. Alright, well, the one that copies twice is now going to draw a card as well. Yeah, okay, well, that's an okay focus. Wow. Copy again. That's not what we're looking for. We need action. Seriously? That really just happened, didn't it? That's unfortunate. Yeah, let's say unfortunate. It's a shame he had the Karn to eat the Ancient there, otherwise we would have gotten 2 of those super de-duper arcane focuses. Now we just have to make sure we buffer our total life total and blocks enough that we don't die to Midnight Paladin. I'm gonna double block like this because I don't want to get this blown up by Gale Force later. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to play this. My opponent's champion allows him to fix his resources, basically. And my champion, for 3 charges, makes a 1/1 flying Ooh, when you play this, draw a card. Sweet. So we've got 2 Rage Fires in our hand now. Skip. Let's discard a resource. We got 2 Rage Fires. We don't have a Super Rage Fire built up yet because we haven't played any. Well, that's, you know, I said that's how we're going to lose. And it says 2 Midnight Paladins. Okay, doesn't have a second one. That's good. Am I supposed to Rage Fire? This is a real question. Because then I think he could chant it back to his hand. I think I'm just supposed to... Yeah, I think I have to. That's tough. Oh, I played my resource too soon. That was a mistake. Yep. Alright, gotta dodge Paladin. He's got a lot of troops in here. So he's gonna get a couple chances to get his guy back now. Fury Chant's also very good because it just deals damage to us. Double Fury Chant kills us here. Seriously? Just every time today, he's just had like unreal lucky. I'm just sound like a salty asshole right now, but it's like, so he played one thing and had a random chance to get a troop back, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One hits this into the 1 in 10. Like, sure. That's really annoying. I feel like that matchup's probably pretty bad for his deck. And just like... Like, what's the proper percentage play there? Is it incorrect to kill his guy? Because like if I don't kill his guy, I'm probably gonna have to like chump it in combat, and it's gonna gain him life. I feel like spending the first 2 damage Rage Fire to kill his guy and leaving him the 1 in 10 on the off chance he draws a random chant is fine. I'm interested in optimal lines, not whether or not we got lucky or unlucky. Like, do we think what I did was optimal? I mean, we're like, what? We're 2-2 against his deck now? We're 1-1. We went 1-1 with Dragon. No, we went 0-2 with Dragons, right? Yeah, because he savaged us in the second game last time, so we're 1-3 against him. It's like lower than 10% that what he had happened as well, because like he not only did he hit the 1 in 10 off of that, he also had to hit one of the 2, I guess there's 3 chants he could have cast, so like he had to hit the 60%er into the 10%er. So this card returns to my opponent's hand if there's... I'm just going to kill this so he can't use it for his champion power. But it's not even just about him gaining life. It's about him being able to deal damage to us with that. Like, we probably would have just died to his thing in combat, right? Yeah, Dragon Tech is really good. I think I'm just gonna combat training up my dork here. It's less resource efficient than playing out Starcaller Ancient, but playing out Starcaller Ancient really doesn't advance our board at all, so. He also had a constant that was exhausting our troops, so we weren't getting to block. So, like, in a world where killing his thing was bad, we weren't able to block, because if killing his thing was bad because he was returning something from his crypt to his hand, that also meant he was exhausting one of our cards at random. And he's guaranteed to exhaust one of our cards. So, like, in a world where we're, like, guaranteeing ourselves to be able to block, we're also, like, just, like, not worried about killing it at all, because then he's not returning it to his hand. I didn't play out the second Starcaller Ancient here, because the opponent likely has Extinction in their deck. Rotten Rancor, that's pretty good. So I could flip the coin here, and Zygamot's game is Vampire. Try and Zygamot's game is Vampire. I can also just go like Seer Ancient, like hope to hit that. The nice thing about going Seer Ancient is that our opponent's not likely to want to Extinction next turn, which is definitely upside. Probably looking for a kill here for my Starcaller Ancient. Easy attack here. I'm not really worried about it. We don't have any troops in our hand for him to take. So when Vampire King hits a player, it looks at a random card in their hand. If it finds a troop, it takes that troop. If it finds anything other than a troop, it just doesn't do anything. It just lets them look at it. Playing the princess out into the known Crackling Bolt is interesting. Oh, that's a good line. So he sacked the king to make the princess better because our hand's full of actions. Please be the action we prophesized. Oh, God, that's good. Alright, well, let's just Zygamot's game our way through this, hopefully. Let's see how lucky we are. Not lucky yet. How lucky are we? Not lucky yet. So Zygamot's game, for those who are unaware, destroys a random card. And if it destroys your own card, it comes back to your hand. So Zygamot's just, we just lost the Goblin game, is the easiest way to put it. We lost the Goblins game. Urnier, that's terrifying. Ruby extinction, right? Exactly. Have you seen how today's been going? Of course we missed the 25, the 33, and the 50. Shard that makes a temporary resource. Shard that makes a temporary resource. Alright, well I'm gonna burn him to draw a card. There's a resource. I'm gonna just crackling bolt him. This needs to block this. You have to go Elder into Sight next turn, probably. Maybe Sight first in case we hit. That's something reasonable. Yeah, I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to play this before I play my Shard in case we draw a Prophesized Shard off of this, which we did not. So I'm going to play this out. Oh, that was wrong. I didn't realize my resources were out, so should have. Again, just want to sit here and chump block this. We've got infinite card draws coming up, so we want to just not die. Kills my guy, sure. Again, just like looking to draw a mess of Rage Fires here at some point. Again, just treading water with chump block so far. Hopefully playing this wrong resource last turn doesn't come back to bite us. It seemed fitting. We've been playing mostly blood decks lately and, you know, Avatar of Greed and all. Okay, when you play this, copy it. Alright, so I think I'm going to lead on this. I might want to lead on this, actually. Actually, because we copy this, we get to... Actually, I'm going to lead on this because this is going to give us 2 charges, so we get another Bumblebot blocker this turn. The fact that Bumblebots don't die to... The fact that Bumblebots don't die to kill is so good. This one draws a couple cards. Stick 182 with the 5-month resub. Thank you for the continued support. I do appreciate it. Welcome back. Thank you very much. Again, just gonna keep treading water with our chump blocks here. Let's play this and draw 4. Let's just play out a bunch of blockers here. Let's only draw 4. What's this Crackling Bolt do? This Crackling Bolt draws 3 cards and it copies itself when we play it. Casual, not bad. So that's 12 damage worth of, yep, the treading water plan appears to have paid off. Just all the Coyote and Bumblebot shaped speed bumps. Extinction, sure. Little does he know he's dead to these crackling bolts. I guess I should technically play this out first, just in case he's not. I can't imagine what he has that doesn't have him dead here, but just in case. Let's take optimal lines. And before feed the cloud, right? Just like, let's just make sure I do the right thing and draw as many cards as possible. That's always the right choice, right? Just like when in doubt, draw it out. This doesn't even seem that good. I'm just gonna bring an Oracle Song. We were playing a draw all the cards, light them on fire deck, Ryan. It's a good time. Just like do obnoxious things and double up your cards that deal damages to people. Yeah, it sounds fine. So I think this is a Ruby Ragefire Lanupause site curve. It's possible this was an Arcane Focus, Crackling Wit, Bumblebot on 2 curve, but I think I'd rather just like get my Ragefires into my deck and get them going ASAP. So like want max Ragefires in my deck when I start prophesizing things. Oh, you know what? He has vampires in his deck. I didn't bring in the crackling bolts. I'm a big dumb stupid. Should definitely be crackling bolts in my deck right now. So now we're gonna play Lanupause Site. There's 2 reasons we're playing Lanupause Site right now. The first is that I want to play Elder and Seer at the same time, so they both prophesize the same thing. The second is that I'd much rather have a Bumblebot in play rather than the Thunderfield Elder, because Bumblebot doesn't die to kill, whereas if I just played this, my opponent could kill it and then crack us with the Ruinir Hierophant. We don't have to worry about a Vampire coming out of our opponent this turn because it doesn't have double Blood Threshold currently. Vampire Kiss does kill our guy, though. And Vampire Kiss is going to kill either of them, so really couldn't play around that. Zygomat's game. I think I'd rather just go Elder Seer here. And then this can hopefully, between these, we can draw into whatever scary thing both of these went on to next turn, hopefully. Ideally, it is Ragefire. The hottest of Fire Fury. Well, this is what you would call a worst case scenario. Hopefully we hit the 20%er next turn with the Zygomat's game. Or hopefully there's a Ragefire on top of our deck. Oh, good. Less than 20. 25% now. That's the Ragefire I asked for, isn't it? So now it's a 50%er. Yep, so this copies and draws. Great. I'm so good at the called Ragefires today. So we hit that with the first one. We hit this with the copied one. So the copied one does 4. The original one does 6. Hopefully we just hit another Zygomat's game here. Well, that'll do too, because now we can Crackling Bolt this, and then Ziggumots gave away this. Well, this turn could, how you say, went better than expected? Definitely went better than expected. Just like Wrath your board, still have a bunch of cards in hand. This is one of the reasons I love Hex. Just like there's so many different decks that I've built in this game that are all just like fantastically powerful. I'm really excited to get a crack at a new constructed format. Hey, Colin. All right, that makes up for our bad variance earlier, right? That's how that works. I'm gonna play Sight first, and then Crackling Wood, I think. Because this way, if we had a shard off of this, the old 8 damage Rage Fire. Man, if we would have played the Thunderfield Elder, we'd have gotten to double this Rage Fire and just kill them with it. That's so unlucky. I played the wrong one. I think I'm leading on Rage or Ziggumots game here. I guess I could find another Armed Burns in my deck. Yeah, I'm gonna lead on this. Alright, coin flip to kill the one we want. Alright, and then I think we have to Rage Fire this down. Yeah. And then this lets me hit him and then make another Bambly Bot. So that's fine. Rage Fire with copies is just insane. It's just super, super powerful. I'm sure we'll have plenty of new sweet things by the time Rage Fire rotates. None of these are prophesized, right? Oh, this one draws a card. Oh, jeez. It's just so delicious. Play this draw card. When you play this draw card. Yep. Just casual 22 damage Rage Fire. I don't think I played a resource this turn. Yeah. Just like seven draws sitting in our hand unused because we've got this deal 22. Just like take the shotgun and blast him. The first rotation happens with set 6. So not this set release, but like 4-ish months from now when set 6 releases. And we'll lose 2 sets, I believe. It's set 1 and set 2. Despite all the rage, do 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 do. Do 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 do. Look, what if he had something there? I want to take optimal lines. I ran a quick commercial, so I'm gonna wait half a second. Benvolio. Huh, I haven't seen one of those in a while. I think this is a fine keep. So Ruby Wild opponent, possibly a ramp deck. Cressida seems unnecessary in a lot of the ramp decks, so I wouldn't be too terribly surprised if he's just like a base Wild Ruby ramp deck that is playing Cressida or playing Benvolio to like draw cards in the mid to late game. It seems fine. Ramp deck's biggest problem is that they often run out of gas in the mid to late game. I don't think Hero Fall is going to push anything out of the format that what's it called? Wouldn't have already pushed out. Double Gas Trolls. Well then. I'm glad I have two ways to interact with these dorks. Let's kill one, Zigamot scheme the other. I don't think, sorry, to complete my thought, I don't think Hero Fall is going to push any decks out of the format that Closed Coffins wouldn't have already pushed out. Opponent's playing a bit of a brew, looks sweet. I've played a lot of decks like this. Alright, let's go ahead and Crackling Bolt this one. I could have gotten greedy here and Arcane Focus to try and find a shard that makes a temporary resource, but I don't think that's necessary. It's also possible to fold this back to threaten a block. Looks like opponent's playing like the old wild. Ooh. That is not Spell Shield. That's interesting. Attempt to kill it with fire. I wouldn't be surprised if we get like Wild Growth tier, the +3/+3. Nope, just dead. Okay. Deck seems interesting. I haven't thought about Runear Hierophant in these configurations. Like a Ruby Shard, and we got one. I think I'm going to hold this back to block. Gets an action out of his hand. Yeah, I'm going to hold it back to block. Hero Fall is a better card than Closed Coffins. That's fair. And again, want to make sure that I get the most Rage Fires as possible in my deck before I Thunderfield Elder Prophesize anything. You know what? Maybe I should have saved that second Rage Fire as a removal spell. Just like Crackling Wooded there. Crunch. I mean, like, Yodel and Prophecy Burn don't change with the introduction, with the loss of gems, so... And again, you've probably heard me talk about how good getting both the Elders on the same card is. It's fantastic, in case you were wondering. Rats. God, think of how good it would have been to have two of these. It would have been... I can't even think about how many card draws that would have been. The saddest part about this game is our opponent's going to die long before we can draw the 8 cards that this draws. It's very sad, really. This has to be on defense, right? It's okay. We got to draw most of the cards. I am no longer sad. What's the card we're looking at? Is a spider considered a bane? Is that different? Like, what's the definition of a bane? Draw 2 cards. Thank you. All right, so we want the Crimson Bolts and the Burns in a matchup like this. Crackling Wit's probably a little slow. Combat Training's not great against other decks that have Ruby actions. Probably don't hate Transmogrifate. He's got Gas Trolls in his deck. Our own Crackling Bolts are a little medium. Our Storecaller Ancients, while they can be explosive, are like often just dying. So I think I'm gonna swap that. I'm just gonna go ahead and submit like this, I think. This hand's just not close to functional enough. Opponent's deck looks like it's on the aggressive side, so we want to be able to interact with them early. Yeah, this hand's probably fine. Still, I wish I had like 2 pieces of interaction in my opener, but one is fine for a minimum. Play this out for a Sapphire. He plays a Troop. We go Focus Burn. No Troop. Alright. Play this Arcane Focus. Snag this Ragefire? Yeah, I guess it's another removal spell. Play this out for a Ruby. Do a turn 3 play. He's just like waiting to play a Troop with protection up. Oh god, it's so bad for us. Oh god, I will bleed for my cards. This is why he kept us land. Whenever an opposing champion draws a card, they take a damage. Okay then, yep, it's been a while since I've seen that one. That's... Yep. Okay. Oh god, that's why he kept a slow hand. Oh jeez. Jeez. Hopefully the rest of his hand is poop and we can erase this. We've got 7 points of damage in our hand right now. Seriously? Well then. It's fine. This is why we get a game 3. If he has nothing and we hit a rage fire next turn, he's dead. Another crackling bolt also does it. Does burn do it? Rage fire does it. Oh, I didn't think about that, Immortals. I mostly just didn't want him to return it to play if he had Scorches. Oh, he needs Phoenix back now. It's also like if the Phoenix coming back into play, we're super dead, so ultimately it just really doesn't matter. Am I changing my board based on the fact that he showed me what he has? I don't think so. I feel like we can beat one Mindspire most games. Maybe I'm cutting. Nah, I'm probably not. Yeah, I'm going to cut the Transmogrifades. Put the Starcaller Ancients in on the play. I'm going to go burn into Seer here. I could have gone Crackling Bolt into Bambly Bot, but that's close. Like, having the burn is valuable later for killing a Phoenix, but I kind of just want to get my Prophecies out. Probably just gonna Mindspire us next turn. He's got burn too. That's rough. I'm assuming there's 4 Mindspire in his board. This matchup seems pretty atrocious for him without it. Yeah. Well, at least fortunately for us, it's only 1. And I'm gonna play this one that draws cards now in case he plays the second one next turn. You're a funny kid. You like Heavy Metal, Maynard? And we can Shard, Crackling Bolt, and play another Bambly Bot next turn. He does have Heat Waves in his deck. He showed us that in game 2. He discarded it to the Impulse. We just like dodge to multiple Mindspire for one of these 2 games. Gas Troll, sure. I guess this sequencing's a little medium. Just not beating it's never beating a Heat Wave. I guess there's a series that lets us beat a Heat Wave, but probably just like 4 of those and 4 Mindspire in his deck, his board. Tell me when it's over. Tell me when it's over. Tell me when it's over, Jake. Okay. No, don't Heat Wave me and Mindspire me. All right, sure. All right. This doesn't count as drawing a card. Thank you very much. Which is unfortunate with that. Alrighty, sure. Sitting dead slap. Ah, don't hammer me in the face. That's so rude. I'm your father. Don't hammer me in the face. Oh. God, you're annoying. I love you, but you're annoying. Don't hammer me in the face. That hurts. It hurts. It hurts, you brat. It hurts. It hurts. All right, so what are we supposed to do here? Yeah, choices. I could just like smash with these. I kind of like just smashing with these three, and then maybe Zygomots gaming afterwards. I could also just like crunch with these and leave this, because now I have this on top of my deck. Swing with the Bumblebots. I could also just like start Zygomots gaming. I don't hate that. Oh, we're so unlucky today. God, we're so unlucky. Maybe I'm not supposed to keep pushing for it, but like, come on. Come on. Ah, that was just, ugh. 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 See, a double Mindspire every game, and then that game. I guess I could have just not pushed for it. I could have just, like, waited a turn. Ugh. Ugh. So we were low to start, right? So we missed the... That's it, 12%, 1 and 6. We missed the 12%, the 20%, the 25%, and the 33%. That's how that worked. So 12, missed the 12, missed the, yep. So what are the odds that happens? It's like 0.88 times 0.8 times 0.75 times 0.66. So that happens. I guess that happens a third of the time. That's not that unlucky. What was your deck doing, Bootlaced? And how many Mindspires did you have in your reserves? Please tell me it's 4. Watch him be playing like Azure Fate Mill. Playing Blood Sapphire. Alright, also playing a Prophecy deck. Some kind of Prophecy deck, sure. Shard. Yeah. Play the one that draws a card. Can't make a Bambly bot because... I can't make a Bambly bot because we don't have Ruby Threshold. Evening, Nurgle. Maybe I'll play the Eternal Youth deck after this. It's been a while since I played some games with that. Decks of Gas. Oh no! What if he's playing to draw cards off our deck? That would be scary. I was just about to say, want to buy Ruby Thresholds, and then we did. We could very easily get Extinction next turn. That's fine. If he's playing like an attrition game with Extinctions, like we literally have draw 9 in our hand, 10, 11. I just have 11 draws in the bank right now. Evening, Nurgle. Reap my dork, sure. Next turn we go double sight. So he didn't have Extinction last turn. Hopefully we just bury our opponent in cards this game. Burn his troops to the ground. Burn, burn, burn them down. So I'm actually gonna... I feel like our opponent's on a Relentless Corruption deck, so I'm going to make sure we draw a couple cards. Instead of just going double sight, I'm gonna sight and then draw some of the cards that we're prophesizing. So that way, if he is playing Relentless Corruption, we don't just lose everything that we worked to prophesize. Ah, the old double Extinction. Much coveted. And again, leading with the prophecy and then playing things that draw cards right away to hit our prophesized cards right out the gate. It's a pretty good Thunderfield Elder. Not the worst. Opponent's at 7. We have 6 cards in our hand. 3, 4 draws in the bank. Hacky Channel with the 4th month of resubscription. Thank you for the third of a year's worth of support. Draw a card. Ooh, I like drawing cards. Play this. Play this. Play this. It gives charges and deals damage. Alright, what am I doing here? What is he playing? He's playing an Extinction deck. Probably has vampires in it. Crackling Bolt's actually not great in this matchup. I'd rather have more instant speed interaction. Sigmund scheme doesn't seem stellar, actually. And I guess Crackling Bolt kills Vampire Prince, which is the scarier of the vampires. Burn seems medium. Let's cut a burn. Combat Training. Combat Training's probably fine. Makes Bambly Bot scarier. Yeah, let's cut those. Bring in the extra. Nah. Really burns. I think we need to kill a Starcaller Ancient. That card's scary. Easy mulligan, no shards. Greedy keep. That's a sapphire shard and arcane focus. Can never mulligan. Never ever mulligan. Yeah, well, we've got 12, 15 damage worth of burn in our hand. That is not a ruby shard, but it is a shard, so we will take it. Alright, really want to draw a ruby threshold here. I think this is free. Ah, my opponent missed their third shard drop, and I didn't notice they were missing thresholds. Hopefully whatever this seer is prophesized onto will be a sapphire action. Hopefully we find sapphire action that's prophesized into ruby threshold to kill this. Well, his board's real dead when we get stuff. Hey, Game Chan. Thanks, babe. He's also missing thresholds, though, so we've got that going for us. He also kept his 7, though, so he's just greedy. We mulliganed. And his deck building's a little greedy. He's got a bunch of colorless thresholds in his deck. Or colorless resources. Man, that's a lot of... How much damage is this? This is 12, right? 2, 6, 12, 15... It's literally 21 points of damage? We literally have 21 points of damage in our hand? My opponent cast 4 arcane focuses there and found 0 shards. That's pretty rocky. Crunch. Try and burn this. If he has verdict, he'll probably save it. Alright, boys and girls, let's time. I guess I'll just cast 1. So we stumbled, but opponent also stumbled, and we picked up the turn before they did. So I think that's going to put us far enough ahead. If he has multiple kisses, he can get there. Are the dino trucks funny? So I'm playing the Rage Fires out first to do exactly that. Give us the maximum probability to redraw one of the Rage Fires. It's a lot of fun, Zed. It's much cheaper than Magic Online. That sets the bar low. I know Magic Online is ridiculously expensive, but heck, the game design is good and the client is not perfect, but it's functional, and it's more than I can say for Magic Online. And it's being produced by a company that really cares about improving their digital aspect. Like just the number of improvements this client has undergone since I started playing Hex is just nuts. Right, so it should be dead between the Rage Fire and my champion activation for a Bambly bot here. Although, as I speak about the client there, it is worth noting that I am playing Hex on an unsupported computer, which is a Linux computer that's running the Windows version via Wine. Hopefully someday we'll have a native Linux version, but until then, it runs well enough. Occasionally it vomits